Alright, hello everyone. Nice to see you guys. I'm going to be playing a little bit of Frontline tonight. Just going to try to mode out. I played one match. Granted, back when they were testing it, I've tested it plenty of times, so it's pretty much, not too much has changed. They just polished it up a little bit and, you know, for tier 8s instead of 10s. But more or less, this mode, for those that don't know, you know, basically 30v30. And your objective, whether you're attacking or defending, it's more based off of objectives than basically just killing tanks like usually World of Tanks boils down to. So it looks like I'm attacking again. The one thing about this mode, so more or less the attackers are at a slight disadvantage. Basically defending, you do have a slight advantage, being that you can kind of run the clock out. So it is a little bit tough sometimes if you're on the attacking side. But yeah, as far as requests tonight, you know, I'm just mainly going to do Frontline, unless, you know, someone wants to challenge me in something, go ahead. But, you know, just tier 8 only requests. I kind of prefer if you just stick to requesting preferential or non-preferential tanks, excuse me, just because they'll perform a little bit better. But as far as, you know, I've had a lot of problems with the internet, which, you know, I'm encountering some issues still here or there, but, you know, I don't want to go on too long about it, to where basically I helped and fixed it a little bit, I hope. I hope. It's like I see it's having some issues right here. But more or less, I reconfigured it a little bit, but this is why I'm... yeah. Okay, so anyway, I thought I had it fixed, but this is why I'm, honestly, this is why I'm streaming tonight. Because my internet's literally been fine up until this very moment here. More or less, the Comcast technician that was out here, so he replaced my splitter and everything to where, yeah, he had it set up on the wrong line, and I reconfigured it and it's been stable up until now. So I'm hoping that's just a little bit of a jitter, because I literally just threw a bunch of frames at it, or not frames, but whatchamajig, packets. But I've been testing it out. It's been working perfectly fine on my end, even while kind of privately streaming here. So I'm hoping that's just a little bit of a, you know, outlier. But more or less, getting back to, you know, the mode here, I think it's pretty fun. Hopefully everyone else has been enjoying it. There is a bit of a problem with your FPS being a little bit lower, so that comes with, there's a bug. It has to do with the UI, the user interface, you know, just whatever you see that's not like, you know, tanks, the background, so on and so forth. There's a bit of a bug with that, which, you know, hopefully they'll be able to fix. They're actually going to be pulling the server down tonight, so that might have something to do with it. But more or less, when it came to the internet, you know, I'm hoping that's just kind of a little hiccup and nothing serious, to where I have 3 lines going into my house, and one connection on my splitter is basically the strongest strength signal, and that's meant for your modem. The technician that was out here the second time, who replaced like the splitter and everything, so on and so forth, he put that modem line onto the weakest signal. So I have a very strong feeling that's where the majority of my issues are coming from. It's still not perfect even with me reconfiguring it, but my upload speeds are definitely more solid since I've done that, and they're basically normal. They're right about 10 to 12 megabits upload, which is what I should be getting. instead of the 1 to 3 that I was getting, you know, on and off for the past couple weeks. I'm gonna say that guy, yeah, he's not even a threat. So I'm hoping that, you know, is fixed. You know, there's still some issues with my connection. Don't need to get too much into that because mainly it's, you know, it's out of my control to where it'll be dealt with hopefully sooner than later on their end. But I'm in touch with basically a Comcast representative that's not even from my area, but it's corporate Comcast. So they're trying to figure out what exactly is wrong and why it's not being fixed in a timely manner. But anyway, nice to see everybody though. You know, hopefully all you guys, you know, you had a good weekend. Since the last stream I wasn't really able to, you know, talk too much since I was running into a bunch of issues. But the main thing with Frontline here is, even though I'm not in a tank that's like cap, you know, oriented, you still gotta push for the objectives and even try to help out the other areas if the opportunity presents itself, because as the attackers you get more time for capping, and if you run out of time you basically get overtime and you can contest the zone as long as you're on it. Crap. Which you actually can't reset the cap as a defender if you shoot an enemy that's on it. Basically all you do is you slow them down. So if you are defending, you really have to contest. You can't just sit back and, you know, take little pot shots at the cap, because you're not going to be resetting it at all. That's one thing I've seen a lot of people, whether I've been watching a stream or in the match I played right before going live here, a lot of people think that you can just reset the cap, and, you know, it's not going to work in this mode. I guess, you know, if you made a request earlier that was not a tier 8, just feel free to pop another one in using the command. I just kind of deleted it since I'm only going to be able to play tier 8s, since, you know, my plan is just to do Frontline here, since I honestly haven't gotten to play at all outside of the very interesting streams you have seen over the past couple weeks. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing it tonight and then tomorrow. I'm not streaming in the morning. I mentioned that quite a few times over the past week plus. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night, however, though. And then Thursday I'm streaming in the morning and night, because I'm 90% sure the fix that I did on my line outside is basically going to make it to where I'm able to stream and I shouldn't have many issues. Like the few seconds in the beginning there, you know, that should be very few and in between, hopefully, you know, compared to everything else. Well, thank you very much, Victor, and everybody else. You know, I feel really bad, you know, that I have these issues, but crap, I shouldn't have popped out the second time. But literally, like, Ryan and I are trying like our damnedest to get this fixed. Pretty much it's been all of my free time to where, yeah. I'm pretty sure I could probably go into being a cable technician. Not that I want to be that with the amount of crap I've read up, but alright, so far our team, you know, we're kind of pushing up here fairly well, but it definitely is a entire team's effort here, to where if our other sides aren't doing as well as we are, and also this right side, like A's having a fairly difficult problem, it seems like, playing there. Alright, so I'm gonna have some filthy arty here, hopefully. Hopefully he stays right about there. I don't know if he's gonna do that though. You getting your old name back? Alright, so I don't think I can repair. It's still grayed out. I could run back to the other one, But honestly, very nice if we could push this. It's just, I don't have the HP to take a shot right now. I'm hoping with him seeing me, maybe he'll try. Already just got him. I'm gonna die now. Unless, no, I didn't track him. I probably should have pushed forward and tried to get behind him, but what kind of happened here, a lot of our people popped over to the other side, which is what I'm going to be doing. Let me pop into... Alright, so I'm going to pop into a heavy tank just because that makes sense. You know, I am going to pick some tanks from the request list. It would be very nice if I could actually... Come on, where's the tank I want? Ah, crap. It's just... I'm gonna go with the T-28. It's not a super heavy, but they're actually capping now. So it's just, I'll stick with this. I think I forgot to put a crew in. I wanted the Object 252U, to be honest. Hello, Carl. Nice to see you. But yeah, I forgot to crew up some of the tanks that I want to play. Ah, come on. Unfortunately, so I said that the defenders have an advantage, and basically you push them back a bit when you initially cap them, but whereas like your team will probably pop over and try to help like a weaker flank, the enemy can just push right back into where you're spawning, which I think is a pretty big oversight because it makes it that much easier. I think he was using, he has the big gun of course, but I thought he was using APCR. Alright, so there's a smoke screen. Unfortunately, I'm gonna reluctantly push through here. Hello Merlot, nice to see you. But basically if you're defending, I'd say there's at least a 10% chance, a higher percentage to win, honestly, defending than attacking. Which, you know, kind of stinks if you get a bunch of battles in a row that you're the attacker. But to me, it's a pretty nice challenge. Where it's not impossible to win, but it's definitely not easy relative to the defending side. I just hope that right now, you know, oh lord, hopefully he does not pop down completely. Yep, he's definitely gonna come. Oh Nelly, thank you AMX. I don't even care that I got hit there, although most of my team is dead around me, so I do really care now. Yeah, I'm dead. The light tanks are coming in now. Unfortunately, you know, we lost a couple tanks, and the guys back there didn't really push up. Alright, so I've got a few requests here. So a grind, technically I'm grinding the AMX65T. Alright, so we have too many people over here. We don't have that many in the center. I'm actually gonna pop over. Nah, I'm gonna stay on. I know the oh crap, yep, of course it spawned me literally right in the center here. I know that right side is not going to be a good flank for me. Granted, spawning in the center of a field with the enemies holding this area, where honestly I believe that they should lock the defenders out of zones that you've captured. I actually believe back when I tested it, that was actually the case, to where you couldn't push too far up as a defender. Or I'm not sure why they removed that, or I could just be remembering you know, incorrectly. come on. Oh, dude, come on. Like, I don't want to crest too far over here because there's 3 tanks and yeah. The people behind me were behind me when I died, so obviously they're not too inclined to push up here. Yeah. Oh, gun depression. I can't face the IS-3, and yeah. I should have picked the Borsig. The best tanks to kind of play, unless you need to cap, like as an attacker, mobility kind of wins. Having mobility or like a tank destroyer, you know, a good gun. They're kind of the best tanks to be able to influence the fight. Something like this, not so much. Ooh, crapola. But this side, we're having some pretty big issues to where I don't know what, like where we're spawning here, like from the T-32 up to the Scorpion G, we're not really advancing anywhere. Like I'm probably not gonna fare well here, but I'm gonna try to give it. Ah, crap! He moved over. Thank you very much for tipping Levi a biscuit. It's just, why can't we push here, guys? But basically, this is not a mode to camp on at all. He's finally getting... Whoopsie daisy. He's finally getting weeded out. I'm gonna see. Of course, the Scorpion, or not the Scorpion G, the Lorraine moved, but we'll see if anything happens there. Yeah, light tanks, you know, pretty fast mediums, like heavies, like the Patriot. You know, more or less everything works out in this mode except for extremely slow tanks. Like a VK101P, it works, but only if you're looking to cap. As a defender, honestly, you know, you'd be better off picking something a little bit more flexible. And usually as an attacker, you'd be better off picking something with a little bit more mobility, but still has a little bit of armor, like say the Patriot. So you could hold down, but you can still like push in spots if you need to. But it mainly comes down to the map being a lot larger, and you know, mobility is definitely, you know, it's an important stat regardless if you're playing this mode or not, but it's a little bit more important in this mode than standard battles. Ooh, crap. I'm actually spotted here in this type. He's probably gonna screw anybody? Anybody. Hey. Hey guys. No. I knew he was gonna hit me regardless, but really, there we go. Really hoping that we could kill him. But right now, like if I was in a tank a little faster, I'd go back and repair to where I'm just gonna keep trying to push here. Maybe I'll die, maybe I won't, but hopefully we can get a but I am taking requests, you know, if anyone is interested in requesting, just basically request tier 8s, and I'll do my best to kind of mix them in if they kind of fit into how the match is progressing here. Fortunately, though, I keep doing that. Alright. We're having some issues with... We're running out of time because we haven't capped. You need to keep capping zones. Which, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through here, but... We shall see how this works. I guess we're all going. What the hell? I didn't spot anything, but knowing my luck, I'm gonna be the one that spot it. Hello, Brian. Nice to see you. Yes, this is the Frontline mode. Took them long enough to implement this. Like, I've been waiting. It's almost a year, I feel like, since they first started testing this. But as far, I see a lot of people complaining that, you know, they're pulling it down in 4 weeks and that's it. But I have a feeling they put the 4-week timeline in that way. If there are issues, they can kind of pull it down and tweak it without people getting too angry about it. Or maybe they'll like rotate the tiers that work with it. But I think it's more likely that they're, you know, just gonna reevaluate how it worked out, potentially tweak a couple things, and you know, bring it back in after that. Alright, we had a little bit more time. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to make it to the repair spot, but... oh crap. Yeah, we still don't have that much time to be able to get down the HP of the objectives at the end, but... definitely try. Crap, I should have shot. Oh lord. Let's see, guess finish me T28. Alright, well, I'm gonna start a raffle here. I'm gonna do, you know, quite a few raffles tonight. Which, now we have a lot of people that way. I'll stick with this, but... alright, so M4190 and that. I need to make sure I actually have crews in it, which I don't. So that's my problem. I'll get them set up for the next Frontline here. But yeah, that's my one problem, is I forgot to pull a lot of my tier 10 crews back into whatchamajig, I'm just gonna go with the Progetto. Ah crap, we have 30 seconds. Or not 30, we have 50 seconds. Really, our only chance is to get on F, to be honest, but that's not gonna give us too much time. Okay, so they're on it. But this is where, as the attackers, you reach up here fairly easily. Like, at least one or two of your flanks can get up to the final zone, but pushing past that's a big challenge, I find. Relearn the spots. Pershing's kind of holding it down here. Really out in the center, but whatever, if I can get him out, that would be awesome, and he's got 9 HP. Go figure. One thing you will see is basically some players will fire literally 100% gold, because the way resupplying works, you know, you need to have the premium shells in your garage for it to actually work with resupplying. So some people, I feel like, just load 100% gold and go with that, but it doesn't work that way. You actually have to go into, not the depot in your garage, but the store, buy extra shells and have them sitting there, from my understanding. That's how it worked back on the sandbox and also the public test server, where missed that shot. That kind of screwed me a little bit. Oh man, we got a general. I'll take the shot, whatever. I need to wait for all 3 of my shells to load, to be honest.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Alright, let's get this Udez down a couple notches. Hopefully. .34 moved.
You have been promoted.
I should have. Coulda, woulda. I'll take a stab since he's stunned. Nope. Yeah, I might as well. Yeah, I might as well just fire all my shots here. I don't want to pop back out in time.
Objective 4 reached.
Okie
Our reinforcements have arrived. Objective 2 reached.
Ooh, Nelly. There's a Panther 2 sniping back there. That's not good. Alright, so I'm not able to push that way now. At least I might be able to get unspotted here. Just to get myself a little bit more HP. And I can shoot at this guy. Alright. It's just tough. We're doing a little bit, but we only have about a minute left. I don't really have any hope of penning the objectives from the front here, so I'm just trying my best to soften the enemy up a bit, but you can do HE shells to damage basically the large guns at the final objective, but I don't carry any HE on this tank. Not that that would be a very good use of this, but I think we're gonna run out of time here. Udez is still there. I was hoping I could track him. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well. Well, we lost, but we actually got pretty close, to be honest. Like, I think we destroyed half of the last and final objectives, but probably could have done a little bit better. Alright, so congratulations. Let's see who won the raffle here. Iridium for winning the raffle. Alright. Yeah. Unfortunately, lost quite a bit of... or not. I didn't mean lose quite a bit of credits. I mean, I'm 0 for 2 so far on my account. But pretty good amount of credits, all things considered. As far as my team goes, you know, it still remains to be seen what is, you know, as far as a good rank. Like, these two guys reached general. As far as damage goes, I was top 3, same with experience and, you know, rank basically. But as far as kills go, you know, I was pretty low on kills. But all in all, made some credits. I'm happy. Hello, Once Upon. Nice to see you. Gabastar, as far as platooning, I'm fairly sure you can platoon in Frontline. But, you know, if anyone did want to hop into a platoon, you know, I think you're able to. So just shoot me a message. All right, so let me just get some. Just getting a 25 pilot. I'm cruising to these. Yeah. I forgot to basically load up my premium tanks, which is something that I use a different crew. Yep, it's just something that you can easily forget. Which I did it to a couple tanks before I popped on streaming here, but I still kind of, you know, forgot. But I did see something about it saying 5-man platoon. Someone said it was broken, but I can't really confirm that because, you know, I haven't really been able to play recently. Right, let's just get some tanks here. All right, I think just the UDES here. Even though, you know, Strav S1, UDES, which one's better? Who knows? All right, so I'll go into the fight with a E25 pilot here. All right, HWK-12. Yeah, it was supposed to be 5, to where I saw someone saying they were broken, so I guess it is just capped at 3 for now. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see you. Okay, so it is broken to 5-man. Yeah, that's what I was seeing people talking about. My World of Tanks experience for the past few days has just been reading online since I've been debugging stuff. But at least, you know, I think as far as things, my internet should be good to go now. I'm really excited. So is Levi. Let me remember to, before I get going here. Here you go, little dog. He has been begging me to come into the computer room a lot. He's been missing his tips. I'm actually going to try to contest this early and see how it goes. I've found that as the attackers, you can actually push the objectives really early on somewhat effectively. Like, you're not, you know, guaranteed to get it, but I would say that your team's best off to kind of try to push them hard in the beginning and see if you can get away with a little bit. Because the worst that happens is you fall back. Well, hopefully you survive, but you fall back and just repair yourself. I hope this guy shoots again, but it doesn't look like he did. But I'm just gonna take another track shot there, but he used a repair kit. But mainly you want to contest, in my opinion, because there is that repair, but more importantly, they can't reset you. They can just slow you down, capping. You can switch abilities. I would say I equipped the one already one, but yeah, I haven't been able to test that at all. But that's the one thing to where with Frontline, you know, they tested this early last year, where it's taken them this long to just get it out. It had a lot of bugs throughout testing, to where I'm not too surprised that they still have some bugs to work out with it. But, you know, most people, I feel like, love the mode. I thought it was pretty much one of the most, not always fun in a way, because sometimes you can just get beat down, especially like this is my 3rd match in a row to where I'm the attacker. But now I'm in a bit of a pickle. There's a T-32. Hold down. My team's not gonna push. you can just get beat down sometimes, and it's a pretty long beat down. It's not like you can pop out and switch your team, but I just stupidly went into the center of them. It's like right now, I think a few people actually moved off of this side from the looks of it, which at least we're capping that. So I have a light tank. Why don't I hop right into the light, and I'll try to play a little bit further over here. Yeah, and there's those rentals to where, you know, I thought it was a good move for them to give some out. That way, some people who might not have tier 8s could play and try it. Kind of, you know, say anybody that's not necessarily new, but say a free-to-play player who just sticks at like tier 5 and 6 might dangle the carrot in front of them a little bit, I feel like. But yeah, basically they're just frontline rentals, kind of like they did previous modes. I forget what it was, the name of it. The one with the T22 is the prize, basically, that people rig to get. You could have rental tier 10s, more or less. Alright, so at least we got one zone. We just need to make sure we can keep plugging away a little bit here. Fortunately, I don't have the best gun depression with this. I should have thought that through a little bit more. Oh god. Oh, I'm committed now. I am definitely committed there. Oh my god. Yes, Rampage. That is 100% correct. Oh god. Well, I did that. I haven't done that in a while. I'll blame that on my internet had a lag spike there. But anyway, I'll pop back into this tank, even though, let me see, over here we're not doing too well. They're capping that. I'm actually gonna hop into something a little bit heavier.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
I'll get back to doing the ground for not supporting me. It should have caught me and like broke my fall there. Come on. We need a couple more people over here to help us, because they've pushed us literally back into what, you know, is basically our cap. I think I'm gonna be better off trying to go on this side. Which hopefully by tomorrow night's stream I'll be able, still haven't had time to set this. I have, you know, Stream Deck now to be able to do a couple things a little bit easier on my end. Haven't had any time to do it. I'm a little bit annoyed, but yeah. Oh god. So let's say he should take a lot of damage, which is why I went here. I wasn't too concerned about him being able to survive if he stayed out. Yeah. Didn't think the Scorpion could hit me, but that's my fault for rolling the dice on that. Yes, I would say it's virtually impossible, yeah. It's just the time limit, basically, and the likelihood of you being able to basically cut, you know, behind the enemy on that last one and basically destroy the things, or it's really low. So yes, I would say that's a true statement. Where basically, as the attackers, if you have any chance of winning, you need to almost be capping a zone every like 1 to 2 minutes or something at most. Especially early on, it's just the time, it's a killer. But I feel like what they're gonna end up, just to balance the attack versus defense a little bit, is they're gonna bar defenders from going into any captured zones that the enemy attackers have gotten. I feel like it was like that at some time, but I could be wrong. But I think that would go a long way and potentially do something else. I don't even know, but it's always been more or less harder for the attackers for every step of testing. I guess she left. Sorry, I was completely spaced out that Ryan was behind me. Basically, it's always been harder for every round of testing I've played of this for the attackers to win, which I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, but it does lead to some problems to where some people, if they're on the attacking side, might like quit or something, or you know, basically it could lead to it being a problem, I feel like. Or like in my case here, you get 3 attack in a row, it might kind of irk somebody because these matches can last about 30 minutes. So I have no clue how that did not hit, but that's World of Tanks for you. Yep, I see you over there, and somehow I just shot the dirt that was pretty much not in my aiming circle. Watch, I'm gonna hit this shot even though it's my lowest percentage shot that I've taken so far. Unfortunately, they're going out of my view range, or my render range, I should say. But I'm kind of glad, you know, just seeing all the reactions from people. It seems like I would have to guess like 90% of people like this mode and think it's a hit. Whether it's just, you know, the same tier matchmaking, the amount of credits you earn and experience is pretty much in line with random battles, if not potentially higher, if you can farm some damage and, you know, actually win. Which is, of course, easier as a defender if you're playing a tank that kind of promotes itself to camping and just dealing damage at long range. Alright, so since what I kind of see is I was on the weakest flank and we capped last, to where now we have a lot of people. Our left side is the weakest, basically, and the center as well, to where we're going to want to try to push F hard. So I'm going to try to push along here and help out. But basically your team, it's not just 3 independent flanks working, you know, kind of solo and just kind of pushing willy-nilly. You have to basically group up and overwhelm the enemy where they're the weakest, rinse and repeat as the attackers, and then at the end is when, you know, everyone's kind of just in one fight, to where it's still spread out across like a pretty long line, you know, horizontally, but more or less it becomes kind of one flank at the end. But I've seen basically people have traced down, if you can do this, you can enable on your GPU basically showing the FPS counter. It's having to do with the user interface, the FPS drops, more or less. Like, I experienced a couple here or there, but basically someone actually did the testing and it's with the UI. Most likely, you know, whether it's the top left of the minimap, the minimap itself is different, to where, you know, while it only shows your general area, it's still rendering the whole map and every single tank on it. To where I have a feeling if they fix that, then most of the issues people are kind of referencing is they're gonna go away. Crap. I have a feeling what will happen with this game mode is, you know, after the 4 weeks, because I'm sure they want to see if the matchmaking queue actually can hold, you know, a solid 4 weeks without the queue times being long. I can see them basically, as you kind of said, enabling it for tier 8 through 10, just all same tier matchmaking, and kind of going with it from there. Alright, I'm gonna hope to hit this guy. It's not like a really good shot with RD, but it should at least kind of help us ping pong up a little bit further. It's kind of how I approach using these things, is just helping myself get to the cap. Because from the cap, typically you can capture it unless you encounter too many problems like this. Yeah. A few tanks back there I can't actually see. There we go. They can't hit me right now, but I'm gonna take a chance. I'm probably gonna die, but oh, I got tracked. I got one last chance here. I'm just trying to get behind this building, more or less. Hopefully we can keep them pinned back that way. This spot is, I had someone there last battle. What I think it was, or no, it was the first battle I played before streaming. That seems to be a favorite spot for defenders here. You can pretty much just sit on the ridge and poke out and take little pot shots. But I'm the only one capping here, where if we get this, it'll at least make the defense have to push back. I don't know, if he goes out here, I'm definitely done. Yeah, I'm pretty confident too that we shouldn't see problems with the queue. I would say maybe in off hours we might see something, but you know, I think it's gonna stick around, especially with the rentals. Oh, come on, why are you doing this to me, gun? Of course I shot HE, but already got me, of course. Like, literally, just cap. It pushes them back. Like, I don't see why people... So let me pop back into the M41 here. I don't see why they don't want to cap, though, because it'll push them back. Like, we have the momentum. Just do it. And then they have to tuck tail and run out of here temporarily, where that's when you can kind of mop them all up and kill them. But like, nobody's on the cap, so I'm gonna unfortunately try this in a light, but there is a small building I should be able to hide behind. But our team's just going about it, I think they're gonna be able to kill them, but they're just going about it a very difficult way, because you force them to have to backtrack and then you just shoot them when they have to run away. It's not a hard concept. Doesn't have... I'm getting a little bit annoyed at a couple of these little objects making my gun kind of pop up and down there. But we should have this now, and then E. Whew, E is looking pretty sparse, to say the least. Where I guess we need to go help E. I'm probably gonna backtrack to where the Type 59 is and then head that way. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna head back here because they have tanks this way. We have a bunch of people pushing there, so I'm gonna try to head a little bit further into the center. But that's where playing lights, mediums, and stuff, it comes in handy. Early on, I would say for defense, they're pretty effective. And then later on, of course, as your map shrinks and you're not really going to be pushing out as much, then you can switch into something a little bit slower, more armor, or mediums if your team's like doing well on a specific flank. But later on, lights can help out a lot with the attack side. Fairly sure I'm able to get through here. It's just there's a no. There's a lot of like random drop-offs, and honestly, I just haven't had enough time to figure the map out. I knew that this was a drop-off just from looking at the bushes, but here's the hoping I can actually. I'm probably gonna have to go even further. Yeah, further around here. Crap. All right. By the time I get there, he's he's probably gonna be captured. Yeah, I should have just went further up, but I could have sworn that there was a path there. Oh well. Here's the me, hopefully not drowning myself. I hit a rock. Oh lord. Honestly, the little 7, like the artillery I have loaded, I kind of just use it whenever it comes up, because typically if I'm like fighting and stuff, it's kind of distracting. But I'm sure I'll kind of try to utilize it a little bit more effectively once I kind of get the hang of this. And of course, just as I get over here, they have E already. So I'm going to try to spot and go where I should have in the beginning when I was alive a little earlier. There's a lot of tanks on my left. There's a couple in the center-ish here. Freaking kidding me? Heat shell? Alright, T-28 Proto still there, I think.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Come on. Can't hit anything. My accuracy, oh lord. I can't even complain that much, because some of these misses are definitely on me, but it's still frustrating. Should not be trying to fight a T-28 Proto in this. I've got AP and then heat, and then the third one is HE. The first couple shots I took there were actually heat shots, but ah, crap. Ooh, Lord. Get my little butt out of there. All things considered, I haven't been playing too well. I wasted a lot of time trying to get myself to a different spot, and it just did not work.
Our general has entered the field. We have destroyed objective 4.
Pooping? I was about to say, I thought that guy was going to push into me, which is what I was wanting. Alright, are you going to repair? Because he was basically just going to get lit up trying to cross. Hello, Mr. Scorpion G. The WZ, but he shouldn't be a problem. At least for now. Definitely can't make it up there. Can't aim high enough either. Oh lord, he knows I'm coming. And there could be other people up here. Oh crap, there's a ravioli. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed here unless he gets a low roll. That's not too bad of a roll for me. Really needed to pen him with that shot though. Save me, team. Alright, he's heading that way, so that's just fantastic. I've got 9 HP, but it's way too far to go repair myself, I think. Oh crap, he's loaded. He's loaded. Oh god, yep, I killed myself here. That's just... why did I do that? Yeah, I screwed up big time there. But... Alright, so we got lots of people there. Yeah, so... Since we're getting down to the wire here, I'm gonna try to go a little bit different.
Ready for deployment.
But our center's doing pretty decent. They're getting 3 out now, which was what I was trying to do. It was run out of HP. But we only have 1:20 left, which is going to be an issue.
We have destroyed objective 3.
Ooh, I actually tracked him, but he has a repair kit, of course, and I missed. Why? Let's just reload now. Come on, we got one more. What are they going for? We should go for this. Objective 5. That's literally our only way to win this, is to get objective 5 out. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Yeah, I can't pen it from the front and I don't have HE, which is the problem. The sides are really thick. Yeah. I'm just going to honestly bounce off of the sides because we only have 5 seconds left. Yeah. Oh well. We were just 1 away from winning, but it was pretty close. Unfortunately though, we just kind of squandered that at the end. But that's the main thing, attacking. It's a race against the clock more so than it is, which I need to remember to keep the HWK12 up there. It's a race against the clock. Like, yeah, killing stuff is important, so on and so forth, but you and your team need to definitely focus on capping, which I didn't do. I didn't do too well here. But my damage was terrible for an entire match. I would say shooting for damage-wise, you should probably look, from what I've seen, watching other people play and my first few battles here, you should probably consider like a good match 7,500 or more, unless like you spent and you capped a lot. Then, you know, having a little bit lower is definitely, you know, justifiable. Alright, so I'm just gonna pop a couple other things off. I don't really care too much about experience and whatnot. Alright, so let me start out with the HWK-12 here. I'm just gonna load up a couple more heat here. Hi Gabstar. Just let me start another giveaway here, guys. As far as my internet, I hope it's okay for now as far as streaming, but it's still not perfectly fine. There's a lot of technical jargon, but basically keeping it short, because I mentioned in the beginning, I fixed something that the last tech came out to where he technically fixed the issue, but he just hooked my wires up outside wrong, in the wrong order, and it basically cut my speed in half. And then when I tried to basically send a lot of data through it, it was dropping entirely because it was hooked up wrong. But I think I got it fixed as far as being able to be a steady connection. That's a good idea, once upon. I think that's fair, which, you know, I'm defending, so... Alright, I just need to figure out which way I'm going. I want to go over here. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Anybody? Anybody? IS-6? No, they're not gonna help me. Well, gotta love it. Come on, T-34! No! You gotta be kidding me, though. Like... Alright, considering I guess... I'm gonna hop into the defender real fast since I literally get screwed up. Yeah. Physics, I can't blame physics though with that. I should have known better, which this is not getting off to a good start. All 3 objectives are ready, which is why I was wanting to push hard. The attacking team, of course, when I'm defending, they're actually pushing the objectives and we're not. Granted, I kind of screwed myself there. We're just not contesting them. You gotta put tanks near basically the objectives. You can't just sit back and like shoot them from afar, because even though you're gonna stop them with every shot that you pen them with, it's still not enough to actually keep them from capping. So this is gonna be a tough one for us if we lose 2 of these quickly, which we're almost losing B. But the way the maps are designed, basically each side has an equal chance of, you know, kind of holding it early. Which, no, I'm just gonna have to run away here because once they get B, I'm gonna have to run. Yeah, we're screwed. So, well, that's just fantastic. Go figure, I get on defense for the first time, you know, since it released, and yeah, my team loses 2 out of 3 in the first, I don't even know how long, but... And I flipped myself over. This is a really, really good start here for our team. For the enemy, though. At least they haven't gotten A yet. That's something. Yeah, we got something. Gotta wait for the enemy to bombard that, and I'll be able to push back up. But that's another reason why, you know, as far as basically defending early, what just happened to our team, more or less, just they were contesting it and shooting them on the cap, but not actually like defending it close. You're kind of still screwing yourself, especially if you're in a slower tank, because you're not going to be able to run out of the zone in time. And even if you are, you're going to be getting shot in the butt, to where you're better off just, you know, pushing out there. Like, the worst that happens is you die, and then you're literally in the same, you know. You're in the same situation, so. But my team, again, they're playing this really. They're playing it too safe. I'm just hoping that with me spotting, I can get some help out here. They're all running over to Zone D, which is getting capped, but you can't just leave the center open here either. But it does look like they might have moved. There's a T-32. Frontline, no. Another one back there as well. Got a T-44 chucking HE somewhere. I guess is okay, a little bit further. You can't retake a base, no, but you can push to it, which is something I think they'll end up fixing. Like, being a defender, you won't be able to push back into what's been captured and bombard it already, but that's usually with. Alright, I don't think. Oh, wait, he is. Oh, crap. He's actually gonna flank me. And this Progetto's flanking me too. Just fantastic. I'm gonna get shot again by him, but... Alright, where did he go? Oopsie daisy. Yep, he got me there. Plus APCR, but he got me. I almost nudged him enough to track him, but no. Honestly, I'm playing pretty terrible here. But let me hop back into a little light here and see what I can do. Alright, we have too many people on that side. Center's still the weakest, so I'll stick there. Which, as far as, you know, recapping something, you know, that would be interesting. But, again, the attackers are at a disadvantage to where even though we lost all 3 zones by now, you know, we still stand to have a decent shot, I feel like, at winning. But it all depends on how long we can hold these next few spots. I find if, like, the last line, if you have under... like 6-7 minutes left as the attackers, it's really hard to win. It's just you can HE, you know, the turrets from the front, but you know, you're not going to be doing much. Ah, crap, I forgot this thing is abysmal shell velocity. You're not going to be able to do enough damage to kind of win unless you can kind of get in there. Well, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with there being a slight imbalance between attacking and defending. But yeah, as far as making it harder for attackers, I don't think they'll end up doing something for that. I can get more shots here. Oh crap. Alright, I kind of know where he is. There's no allies there, so I'll take a couple pot shots at him and hope for the best. I don't want to go too far out of cover because there's quite a few tanks that can pop up here and get me pretty quick. My little HE shell, like a golf shot basically. Right, I'm gonna help the center once, you know, kind of makes sense, but right now I don't really have shots there. All right, finally T-32 backed up. I don't think he thinks that I can hit him. I probably missed every single one of those shots that I hit, you know, shot at him with. Really? It looks like I hit the freaking gun. Oh lord. I got him that time. But basically attacking, I feel like it's something to where it'll probably improve over time. Because I feel like as attackers, sometimes people, they put a little bit too much emphasis into killing tanks and basically playing it like a normal battle. As far as just killing, trying to get damage, stuff like that, and not playing the objective. Once people figure that out, or maybe if they tweak it to where the ranks reward attackers a little bit more so for the it'll probably help out. I'm gonna hope that guy stays there. I have a feeling someone's gonna push into me here. Yep. Ah, crap. That was my problem, or my fault. I didn't think I was gonna stick out a lot there. I should be tiny enough to scoot around. They touched F, which is a issue. I thought when you said that Ryan was like standing behind me or something. Ah, crap, this guy moved up. Oh, I'm definitely dead there, but like, come on, 6 HP. Am I using a special mod? No, Grigsby. I don't know if it's just Frontline where the perspective might be different or something, but no, it's the same. Alright, so I'm gonna switch. I did the 252 and HWK. Let me hop into the Borsig here. We just lost D, but there's a lot of people in the center, so I'm gonna hop here. I don't think we're actually gonna be able to hold this entirely well. But I want to try to stop them from pushing hard, because as you saw from our last battle, pushing into the town at the end can be somewhat easy for attackers, just because there's the most amount of cover for them there. We don't have enough tanks up there to stop them at E, so I'm gonna try to. Ah, crap! I got myself in a pickle here. I thought I was gonna spawn over here, honestly, but it spawned me over to the side. I should have paid a little bit more attention. So that's my fault. To where there's this wall in the way. It's a little differences that can really screw you up since the map's so large. Yeah, I'm really far from where I had planned to be. He's just going to be able to repair that. I don't think I can get there safely. trying to keep chugging away here outside of max view range. I shouldn't have shot. Nah, I should have helped my shot there. I thought I might get lucky and that Progetto maybe like held, but I'm not that lucky. But at least they're gonna use up their repairs. I guess that's a plus side. 1, 2, 3. Didn't hit him. Alright. Unfortunately, this Progetto, he can mess me up here. And he's gonna see me before I can see him, just based off of these train tracks here. I don't think I can shoot through that, but I'm gonna try anyway. Crap. I say, where is all of our team? Like, we don't have anybody over on this entire side of the map, it feels like. It feels like they're all trying to hold that last spot, which is all fine and dandy, but they only have to kill 3 objectives. Probably has a repair kit, so yeah, he's definitely got one. Gonna try to create. Still don't have anybody near me. Trying to create separation to where I might be able to run away, because I don't think that he can clip me unless he gets really lucky and like ammo racks me or something. Oop, he's got a friend. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with that guy's gonna stay right about there, I hope. Zero damage crit. That's not good. I did track that AT-15 and he's getting messed up now. That's good. I just shot myself a bona fide corner there. But we're having issues. They're starting to get close to 2 and they're up on 3. But I'm hoping 3 will be fine because there's more people over there. Crap. I'll give that guy some credit. He HE'd me. That caused an extra, I don't know how much damage, but more than I'd like, and he just killed my gunner. I'm actually really screwed here. Unless he gets a really bad HE shot, but no. Yeah, I'll give that guy some credit. HE, that did me in there. I did not get lucky getting any shots like soaked up there. Alright, so my team's in trouble in a lot of spots, so I'm gonna hop into something to where I can stay out and get shot at quite a bit of times. Hopefully the T-28 is that, to where it seems like there's a lot of people here, and I'm gonna try to hop in here and kind of plug it, I hope. That's at least the plan. Picking the thing with a really good frontal armor and a good amount of firepower, but I don't know, it might be too late over here. Yeah, they're kind of swarming us. They're just this IS-3 on the side's the problem. Yeah, they got that there. But they got 3 minutes left, and they still need to destroy... What is it? 3 more objectives? Or 2 more objectives, not 3, excuse me. Crap. Well, I just got myself into a really bad flank here. I was hoping that I might be able to get up in time to help, but it's a little too far gone here. Luckily he can't come up, but it's not like I can it's not like I can run away here fast enough. Crap. Crap, I messed up my reverse. I can't get back anymore. I just need to live with my mistake here and hope I don't take too much damage from the right. Which is exactly what's gonna happen here. There's an IS-3 coming on my right. Two minutes left though, so... Ah, crap, now, yeah, he's got me. But I think we got this. They took a little bit too long to kill some of these objectives at the end, and we kind of held them for the F zone, and we stalled them a little bit on D and E. So even though we lost the first 3 objectives in the beginning, we still did a decent job. Which I'm gonna troll the hell out of them a little bit here, and at least that's the plan. Wonder if I can still spawn here and shoot them. I think I can, since there's only a few, I think like a minute left or something. Hoping it spawns me literally into awesome shots. Not really. But now there's 5 minutes remaining, which is... Oh lord, I thought there was like 2. What the hell? That's not good. Oh, still going with the plan of trying to flank them. Yeah. They got F, unfortunately. So... Still hoping my plan works here. Could really backfire because I don't have a turret. But I chose the AT-15 because a little bit more maneuverable than some other TDs at tier 8. It still has really good armor for its tier, and the gunfire is fast, so it's working so far. So we're at least mopping up this flank a little bit will help with defending 2, to where it gives us a little bit of a leg up because they're not going to be able to flank it very easily, at least quickly. That's the plan, at least. Oh, he definitely notices me now. But the AT-15 is nasty to deal with now. Ever since they buffed it, higher alpha, it's got really good pen, armor on it's pretty darn good for a tier 8. And the mobility, it's not great, but it's definitely not shabby compared to some other slower tier 8 TDs. Alright, this guy's not too important, but if I had shots on him, I would take him. Because I don't have shots yet, but I'm about to. They're swarming 2, doing a lot of damage to it. Yeah, they're killing this really quickly. Because they flanked it on the side, and they're getting rear shots on it too. Whew, alright, so we just barely stopped them getting 2 taken out. We'll see. It's gonna be close. I think they're gonna be able to destroy one more of these. try to help this side. I don't know how. Oh god, my FPS is all over the place. The game did not like me going all the way across the map for a SPG that fast. I guess crit it, 3 crits on the T26E5 though, I'll take that. Friendly fire, I don't think it applies to your bunkers. I haven't tested it, nor will I, but the reason I say that is I think wargaming, for as much as people knock them and they do make mistakes, more or less, I don't think they would do that because someone could troll your team very easily by just sitting there in the beginning and destroying them. So it's the ability. You can see down here it's 7. I'll show you after the battle here. You can equip different abilities, and 7 is that ability. You can level them up. I'll show you after this battle. I have to remember to do the raffle as well and select a winner. Unfortunately, we lost 4, which still means that 2 is our weakest. 2 and 3. I can't make it to 3, so I am really hoping this Lorraine does not get up into 2, which is looking extremely likely because that's got really good alpha. Even though 3's getting pretty low too, but we've got people contesting it there. Here's the Lorraine. I don't care if he kills me as long as he doesn't kill the bunker. But I don't know if he took a longer path or what. Yeah, he took a longer path. Must track. Oh, he didn't track him. And he got down. I can't kill him now. Oh god. The VK should have him now. 5 seconds. We got this. Unless they can kill 3. Whew. That was a close one. Although, with how close 3 was, they could have artied it. That's the thing. They might have won had they been able to do that. That was a pretty close fight there. Alright. As far as placement, top 2 as far as experience, or no, top 3 as far as damage goes, excuse me. Top 2 as far as experience and kills as well. Pretty good fight. Honestly, I meant like their SPGs, not the whatchamajig, the consumable basically. A Tiger 2 in Frontline, see, it would be useful, Rich. I wouldn't say... The problem with going with just 1 tank in Frontline is it helps, which is why they gave people rentals. You need a little bit of armor, a little mobility, so on and so forth. A Tiger 2 would... I'd say it would work decent, where you wouldn't have a ton of issues, honestly. But, yeah, I would say the only time I would recommend not just using 1 tank and just not using like the rentals and stuff they give you if you only have a tier 8 is if you have a really slow tank, because sometimes it could be really frustrating if you can't get around. See you, Graham. Have a nice night. Or I should say have a nice day tomorrow. Which congrats, Brian, on winning the raffle here. Alright, so as far as you can kind of see as you rank up here, in the garage you'll have these tokens, which for Frontline you can kind of see combat reserves here, and you know the directives here, which already looks like you have 3, 2 for PDs, and I guess, or no, I guess it's all different for different tanks. Honestly, I don't know too much, but I guess it's different based off of a few, I have no idea. So TDs, yeah, TDs get 2, RDs 3, but more or less, you click Manage Reserves. So going into here, you have 5 unspent points where I used my first one. You always start with 1 to just unlock Artillery Strike. So then you have stuff like Inspire, which just boosts your crew performance. This helps resupplying faster to you and your teammates and capturing. Smokescreen, you know, basically cuts out enemy view range significantly. Recon, you can basically spot enemy tanks. Airstrikes like the artillery strike, but weaker, and you stun them slightly, and it's a larger area, basically. So since I have 5 unspent points, I guess I'm gonna do, let's just do Recon. I'm just gonna get 3, and I go with that. But I think the artillery strike I kind of like, because you do focus damage, but there's no rhyme or reason, or like, you know, you can pick and configure your tanks how you kind of like. But I'm just gonna go here and be an arty arty snob, I guess. But basically you can adjust your tanks accordingly, how you kind of want to play them. So I'm just going to leave them like this for now. But basically the only way to get this is to have the frontline mode enabled, and then you click your tank to select, you know, more or less that. Alright, so I'm going to start out the next one with, why don't I start it out with, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I'm going to be attacking or defending, so I'll go with the AMX here. See you, Merlot. Have a nice one tomorrow. But yeah, basically, you know, Wednesday night I'm streaming, Thursday morning and Thursday night, my normal times. Barring any unforeseen complications, but I don't think there should be any. But yeah, it's kind of funny though, since, you know, with this mode you're never going to encounter tier 9s or lower tiers and stuff, to where, you know, and especially cutting out a lot of the crap that you have at tier 10 right now, with specifically a couple Russian new Russian tanks. You know, you can kind of see that tier 8 more or less, it's fairly balanced. I would say there isn't any like standout tank that's the best at doing, you know, say all the roles or something. Whereas if they put tier 10 in, honestly, the Object 268 version 4, you know, it just crap all over everything. It could be like the best mobile tank, capper, and, you know, so on and so forth. Where the main thing at tier 8 I see is just some really slow tanks struggle, not with like the VK being slow, 100 or 1p. You can cap and, you know, help your team a lot, because people struggle penning you massively if you can hide that lower plate and not get flanked. Same thing with like the KV4, Object 252U, etc., etc. But, you know, you're still going to have the downside of it being a large map, and like once you cap, then you're kind of like, and you're falling behind your team and stuff. But basically there's no best tank. There's definitely some better tanks and some tanks that struggle a bit, but there's no like completely overpowered thing that stands out. Well, you know, feel free. Like, as far as tank requests, you know, if I've already played your tank, you can request another. I know it's kind of a different stream to where, you know, doing Frontline here, it's a little difficult to request tanks. But, yeah, I don't mind if someone's already requested one to do another one for them. Crap. I need to, honestly, I need to keep an eye and learn all the little ins and outs. I should have known that he was going to go left, considering I got the same spawn spot last battle. His T-44 and the Scorpion G, they are encountering some issues. I really wanted to contest the cap, but that's not going to work with the defender there. It's just this thing has a weak spot on the top.
Zone B contested.
Ooh, already's on me. There's 2 tanks down here, which we just kind of isolated ourselves, which could be a very big problem. But the Pershing went up that way. I don't know where the... okay. But we're encountering some issues to where we don't have enough tanks over here. Which, one thing, like, you'll see some people playing Arty. I played it when in testing, but I haven't played it since. Arty can be pretty darn useful, but you definitely don't want too much of it on your team. But it mainly comes from being able to use multiple, whatever they're called, you know, the 7 slot down here. But also, if you're able to finish off enemies, it definitely helps your team being able to push and capture an objective. Crap. I completely forgot that there was a ramp there, honestly. Hoping this guy's like, there's no HP. We're counting really heavily on this Lorraine to get this defender, but I don't think it's gonna work out. Which, that defender literally just followed me across the frickin' map just to get me here. Yeah, I'm really screwed here. The Arty's still on me too. Alright, so they got B, thank God, which it looks like their team is actually gonna come over to C. So I'm gonna hop into one more tank with a bit of armor first, and then I'll hop into something else. Why don't I do... I'm gonna go with the VK here, just until we get C. Then I'll pop into the first request is an Indian Panzer, so that'll work out after I die and we get off of basically get off of the beach, or it used to be a beach. I'm actually kind of upset they changed it. Maybe, yeah, the beach might be over there.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Okie dokie. I don't know if anyone's on my right. I really hope there isn't. Because no one's been spotted doesn't mean that there isn't one there. And there's a bulldog. Crap. I drove into the repair zone. I did not want to do that. And the bulldog, oh lord, he actually just ammo racked me. At least we have a Progetto coming up. Alright, that should get him back. But the freaking Pershing is what's killing us here. He should not be allowed to stay up there. But it doesn't look like the center honestly helped at all. It looks like they just kind of went their own way, which usually I find doesn't really work. It's because I drove over it when I was slightly damaged and it repaired me. You only can use it once per 5 minutes. But you can use multiple zones. It's just once you use a specific one, you can't use it again for 5 minutes. Which, my team is just, we're not pushing anywhere. It's getting a little bit difficult. Like, at least I have a defender up here trying to help now. But yeah, we need some help. Like, they're almost at E, but it's really difficult just getting one flank and then expecting to be able to push effectively.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Okay, we need to get that guy out. Of course. Maybe I did get him. Awesome. They have a crap ton of tanks here. Yeah, you used to be able to, honestly, in the first round of them testing this, you used to be able to repair in there, and there wasn't like a cap, and it was actually pretty, not broken, but like if you were getting shot and damaged, it didn't work to where you could do it unlimited amount of times, as long as, you know, you still had ammunition and like if you had premium rounds to reload and so on and so forth. But it was a little bit broken. Okay, I'm just gonna nudge out here a little further because I'm a little bit greedy. I'll admit it. Should be safe enough at this rock. Just looking at the tanks that are in front of me right now, they're not going to be able to pen me that much. So you see this perk right above my tank, Inspired? That's somebody using one of their abilities. So it gives you a 10% boost. Basically, you know, it's pretty nifty if you're going to help your team out. Which I just got basically nuked here. But you see the little X there now, so them damaging us basically stopped us from capping. It doesn't reset the cap or anything, it just stops your progress from capping. If it reset the cap, honestly, it would be impossible for attackers to win. Alright, so I'm just gonna nestle in here because they're gonna have to run away. And I'm gonna pop up. I'll pop up on the right side here because they're gonna have to run or die basically.
Zone A has been captured. Extra time has been added. You have been promoted.
Alright, so we got all these so far. B kind of figured out, it looks like, that hey, we can't push it or, you know, just by ourselves with no help from around us. But until I die, I'm just going to keep trying to push. I'm going to repair, and then I'm going to try to go up along the edge here. I don't want to get up here. It'll be difficult for me to push if I'm high up. But typically on this flank, the enemy is going to mainly be located around here, with a couple people further back this way. Once you get them actually back near the objective. Just get this repaired. Which the time it takes you to resupply and repair yourself, it's basically based off of how damaged you are. So that's where me taking a little bit of damage, just like 100 something damage in the beginning from the M41, if you hit the repair circle, that's where it screws you, because it'll just repair you and you can't use that again. Well, yes, usually I see the enemy, like where this guy is trying to get the ridge. The same with being over here. But I find pushing, if you can make it over there on the bottom, as the aggressor, basically the enemies, you know, they're going to try to shoot you up, but they're going to take a lot of damage in the process from any teammates around you. But who knows? You know, it worked for me the last time I did it, but it's not like I've done this a lot, so. Aware of him. Alright, I'm gonna take one more shot here before. paid off. Alright. So yeah, they're starting to push back. There's just a Progetto and the SPG. So I'm just going to push basically for this corner and then go to F. But I don't want to basically play it too safe. If you look at the time, there's only 6 minutes. So 6 minutes to, you know, best case scenario, get F and then move on. But it's basically you bleed time. And the attackers, you really can't play it passively. You gotta just push, push, push.
Heavy artillery is ready.
These guys are going to be more of an issue, I feel like, to me. Just get the T-32, hopefully, out, or at least damaged. Awesome. Got him. Yeah, the Progetto's still down there. Party still hasn't been taken out. Come on. This is why you'll see a lot of people suggest playing more mobile tanks. Is like, I'm still helping here, but you know, say if you were in a Patriot or even a Defender, which is faster than this, basically you're going to be able to almost accomplish the same thing, but shave off, you know, at least a minute or so getting there, which as an attacker is, you know, extremely important. I was trying to get that in before my bat got in there. Awesome. So I'm going to try to set up on this building, only because I'm not able to protect myself fully if I go on that one.
Zone D contested.
Yeah, I could see Super Heavy's getting an extra, basically consumable down here, kind of like TDs get to. Right, their Defender's coming for the cap. He should die. And give him a little whack. But I could, yeah, it might be a little bit imbalanced, because like in this tank I'll probably end up putting on whatever the perk is to basically capture the base faster, where you could put that on plus, you know, like Recon or something else, to where that's probably why they capped it for heavy tanks. That way you can't like spec it to do a lot of different things. That guy's getting off the flag. Maybe not. Not that I have to worry about being reset, but I do have to worry about being killed. Which their M40, he's probably right over here, to be honest. But I just need to stay alive because nobody else is trying to cap here, which is a pretty big issue. Like, really big issue that my team is not prioritizing capping. Alright, so Indian Panzer here. Let's hop into this guy. Alright. Hoping I'm gonna try to play the ridge line if I can get over there, but my team really needs to cap. We're down to 3 minutes now, So we literally just need to tap F. Well, yeah, that's the problem to where, honestly, that's where it can get a little bit demoralizing if you're always, like, attacking, because, like, right now, I'd say our chances of winning are extremely low just because it takes a good chunk of time to be able to get those last objectives out. But, you know, if for whatever reason we can get the last E and F in the next, say, 2 minutes, we'll still have like almost 5 minutes, I feel like, to get the end, but it's definitely pushing it. Indian Panzer Frontline, like, again, there's no bad tank for playing Frontline. It's just you need a decent selection of tanks to be able to fulfill what you think your team needs. That's basically the criteria of Frontline. Like, there's no bad choice, honestly. Outside of, like, you can kind of say, like, I guess preferential tanks might be a little bad, but that's only because they're at a slight disadvantage compared to their peers. But, they're still, you know, it's not like you're gonna be helpless playing them. I'm not pushing in suicide right now. I'm gonna push there if we need to in the next minute, but I'm at least gonna help try to get a little bit of crap. I got a Progetto shooting me now. Yeah, the defender just straight up died. It's just I know I'm gonna get shot going over there, and I'm not gonna be able to cap. But yeah, my team kind of gave up trying to cap this. The defender tried, but I don't even have shots on anybody else. It's just, at least we're gonna get E, so we should have another shot at this. But as far as time left to actually accomplish anything, so let me, only because we're gonna be short on time. Where is that? I hate the ordering, honestly. I don't have a crew in the Bat Chat 12T. That's why. I don't think I have a crew in the... I don't have a crew in the FV 202. Or 4202. There we go. So I'll just do the Progetto. Thank you very much, Gregsby, for the bits. Well, yeah, you don't see too many Indian Panzers. Like, honestly, you'll see a lot of people playing premium tanks or tanks that are considered, like, a little bit better than their peers. Like, the Indian Panzer, it's an old tank. Like, you're not going to see a lot of people play it, but it doesn't mean it's bad. So, but Lorraine, honestly, is extremely different than an Indian Panzer. Try not to flip myself here again, but... Come on. If you're out of ammo and an SPG, you drive on the resupply zone. Yeah, I don't have too many crews, so... At least for lights. There's only a minute left. Here goes nothing. Like, yeah, I see no other chance here aside from jumping into things and hoping I can finish the cap here. Ah, they completely uncapped it. Well, that's... yeah, we're done. Ah, I ricocheted. You gotta be kidding me. Kind of a sitting duck here, to say the least. Yeah. Well, at least At least I'm trying to play the objective. The other flanks, because we definitely don't have like you see every now and then it'll lock you out of spawning in one kind of sector because your team puts too many people there. Where these guys are still trying to bash away at this, which is all fine and dandy, but you don't have enough time. You gotta take the objectives. So hello Yosef, nice to see you. Alright, so the only tanks I didn't get to were these two. Which, did I start another giveaway? Okay, I gotta start another one here. Ranked up a little bit here. Yeah, I didn't do too well, but the last little bit, I'm honestly just trying to rush in and get a little bit of cat points and try to get my team a little bit better off there. Kind of strange. There we go. Edge reserves. I'm just gonna upgrade that. Wealthy arty player there. All right, so I got to get crews into a couple more tanks here. We'll just pull these back. I'll start out with the FE 4202 though. All right. Which, thank you very much, Brian and Grigsby again for the bits, guys. All right, so let me get this tallied up here. I think I can bump my bit rate back up. Oh, the AMX 65T. You must hate me. No, I am technically grinding it, so I don't mind. But as far as, you know, playing... Which tank do you mean? The Indian Panzer? Or a different tank, Grigsby? The 65T, I would say, like, I've been doing actually all right in it. But it's one of those tanks to where, like, I use the top gun and the top turret. Some people don't recommend that. You can use the stock turret and get a little bit more gun depression, so on and so forth. But I find, at least with the top gun, you have a little bit of alpha to work with. But yeah, I'm gonna take the slightly longer approach here, but it's not necessarily good. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. The Indian Panzer is by far not the worst tank in the game. Like, just speaking about the AMX 65T, that's definitely worse for its own tier. I wouldn't put too much effort. Like, half the reason, like, I don't have enough time to do videos like that. Like, occasionally, like, you probably notice in the winter, I'll make, like, standalone videos, like tank reviews and stuff, or previews. But some people, you gotta remember to where a lot of stuff you see, especially on YouTube, is clickbait. To where a video like that, you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt. To where, like, yeah, it's not the... It's not even a worse tank at tier 8 for a medium, I would say. At least we're getting the cap early, which is all good. I can't shoot him. I'm trying not to kill myself here. I would say the 5100's also... I didn't like the AMX 5100. But I would say the Lorraine... Or not the Lorraine. Whatchamajig. The 65T... It's just... It suffers from being mediocre from a lot of standpoints. But... You know... I would say the 5100 would be better, though, than it. Alright, so we got that quick. We got all three really fast. Awesome. See, to me, that still doesn't mean that it's a bad tank, but like basically the chink, I feel like, in the armor of trying to compare tanks like that and looking too much into stats is honestly like you never have like a clear picture based off of the stats of like what we know. Because, like, take win rate or win rate 8 and stuff, for example. The Indian Panzer, it's an old tank and an old line to where, honestly, you can argue that unless, like, you really like the Indian Panzer and German mediums and stuff, the people playing it usually are either newer players and stuff like that, to where, since it doesn't really fit into the meta of basically... say competitive players, when you're doing like strongholds and like clan oriented stuff, or just like playing platoons in public battles to like 3-mark stuff, and you know, basically there's not a lot of people that like say, oh, Indian Panzer is my favorite tank, I'm gonna play this like for 2,000 battles or something. The where you compare that against, you know, say like a tier 8 premium medium, or say something like the Pershing in a way. Like, the Pershing's something to where I actually pull out from time to time because I really like playing that. It's got a really strong turret, good gun depression, solid EPCR round, decent mobility. Whereas the Indian Panzer, you know, it's kind of a one-trick pony of being a sniper. So you're not going to get the more serious players. Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's a bad tank to play just because others don't play it, but you're not going to see them play it just because it's not a tank that they feel like they can like carry in or whatever, you know. Hello Dana, nice to see you. But you know, again, everyone's entitled to their opinion, to where I'm not saying he's wrong or anything. It's just I think a lot of videos when people you know, compare tanks and like say, oh, this is worse, so and so, it's definitely, you know, it's a matter of opinion. It's got him already a bit. He's probably a little angry. Critted him 4 times. He's probably not too happy there. Thank you very much for the bits, Grigsby. No problem. But like, getting back to the Indian Panzer and Frontline, it's still, you know, if you're looking at why you see a lot of other mediums like the Progetto, Lorraine and stuff, it's because they still have, you know, the mobility and stuff of a medium, but they have that added potential of dishing out more damage in a hurry. And, you know, it's not just kind of vanilla, you know, medium that kind of hangs back, supports your team. They can do a couple more things. So that's why you see more people play that type of tank. Really need to kill this Artie. But our side's actually doing fan-frickin-tastic. Still really concerning that already survived that long. Hello, Steinhelm. Nice to see you. Right, we should be able to get this really fast here. I'm just gonna push up further. I don't think I'll die. I might take damage, but no, I might die. Get him out just so he can't splash and stop multiple tanks from capping. Okay, we got that. Oh lord, they are not running. They might actually get me here. They're gonna have a lot of tanks that are probably gonna die here. The AT-15 probably knows he can't run. Yeah, he's still aiming at me. But he's gonna get taken out in probably, yeah, under 20 seconds here. Okay. I'm just gonna make my way over to where I can repair.
We have reached the main objective. Raise them to the ground.
Take a little peek-see and hopefully I don't spontaneously combust. But I feel like some of our team, they're gonna start moving left, so like I'm not gonna just dive in and try to, you know, kill the bunkers back there. It's not gonna work. But the FV 4202 here, you know, it's not the best tier 8 medium out there. Like, a lot of people have a lot of issues with it. It probably does need a slight buff. I'd probably say to maybe the gun slightly, and it's actually incorrectly modeled as far as, you know, the entire tank goes. It looks differently than it should. Yes, the turret armor isn't reliable. It's, as far as what I remember, I believe it's too large. It's not supposed to be like impenetrable or anything, but it's just incorrectly modeled to where I believe above the gun is actually too large and the shape's incorrect. But you can somewhat bounce same tier tanks if they're not using premium, which fortunately, like, you see some people chuck a lot of premium Frontline, but I feel like compared to random battles, it's a lot less here. But I'll still try at long range, unless it's not like, you know, say a tier 8 TD shooting me. Then I might not try to bounce a shot or two, but like T-32s and stuff, I'm fairly confident at range that they're not going to pen me.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Okay, I'm going to do something extremely dirty here. If he... Nah, he moved. I hate you. He must have heard me. I can't even get mad at him because, you know, I should have shot honestly back where there is other people. Already is not unplayable. Makes it unplayable. But, yeah, everyone's entitled their opinion now. Well, this version of the FV 4202 is kind of a creation, just because they screwed up the model of it, but, you know, as an actual design... Ah, crap. I'm probably gonna die here, but... Yeah, I'm hoping no one's on my left. Ooh, Nelly.
Zone D contested.
But plus side is honestly when it comes to like if someone hates Artie, but well that's great and all, but yeah. You're entitled to your own opinion, but you read the chat rolls before you start posting, so goodbye. But what always gets me is people that really hate Artie. You know, there's this thing called World of Tanks Blitz that has no SPGs in it. Just go play that and all your problems are solved. Where, you know, it's not even just on mobile anymore, so... Yep, that I do not get. Ooh, where you going, bud? We're being shot at from back there, okay. Right, so consumables stole. Loading. These guys can still hit me. We still haven't gotten D, but it's capping no, so I'm perfectly fine with that. They're all trying to hit me here, which they'll probably end up succeeding, but oh lord. I do find that the aim here is sometimes messed up a bit. Hey, I got killed by Artie. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm so sad. That happens. Alright, so I'm gonna go... Nope, these got it. Alright, good. So I've got a Batchat 12T. Light tank. I'll pop into a light tank. I think I can make something work. After this, though, since it's getting down to the end, I'll probably pop into something a little bit more armor. And just kind of make a go at it if this doesn't work. I'm going to try to play the very far outer side here. Oh, God. I hopped into a Tiger, too. Sorry, whoever requested the Batchat 12T. I'll get to it eventually. Oh, Lord. Well... This is a surprise for all of us. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. As far as my stream schedule, basically I did update what's below the video here. I'm not streaming tomorrow morning. I actually have to pop into work shortly. My day off. Not a full day for me, but at least a few hours. I have a lunch party to do. Excuse me. But I am streaming tomorrow night, and then Thursday morning and Thursday evening. Basically same times as usual. 7 p.m. start time for my night streams. 8 a.m. start time for my morning streams. No problem, Mojo. But yeah, we'll finally get to see how the Tiger 2 fares. God, no. I was actually going to test. There's an OHO here. How effective it is to just derp with an OHO at the... Because I think it's 50% of any HE rounds that hits this thing, even in the front, the sides, or anything. You know, you do 50% of the damage. So I'm curious if an OHO, not that I don't think he has a derp gun, can actually do a decent amount of damage. Like, we have 10 minutes left, so, you know, I'm curious if it actually makes sense. Can't exactly do the math off the top of my head, but crap, I'm starting to take too much damage now. Gotta pull on back. Really surprised this T-44 is still kicking now. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. One more shot and he might one-shot me. Ooh, thank you, little tank. That I should be in. Yeah, I don't have a repair crew here. Crap. Yeah, he got it, but I'm just getting HE down. Oh well.
Objective 3 reached.
Unfortunately, so they got that, which is good. There's a lot of enemies here, but yeah, now I'm locked out of this side, so let me try to get into the Batchat 12T now. And I'm just gonna hightail it over here because we're not gonna get 5. I'm hoping I can have time to where maybe they get 3, maybe they get 1, but I'm just gonna completely ditch this side and hopefully there's enough people camping over there that we're gonna be able to outnumber them elsewhere. Oops, let's not run into that. Alright, so they're damaging 1, which is good. We got 4, and there's 3 that we are currently...
We have destroyed objective 3.
I know, our team's actually doing really, really good here. So, yeah, the enemy's funneling and trying to push left. So I'm gonna try to just help kind of hold them from getting over to objective 1. There's quite a few. They get spot at me, I think. I don't think I have 6th sense on this, but... go for it here. Worst that happens is I die. Guys like this guy's a madman.
Objective 2 reached.
Thank you very much, Tyson, for the follow. But awesome. So we finally won an attack here. Student driver helmet. But yeah, we got this. This was a good attacking team. We actually played the objectives, so compared to the previous matches where every single time we pretty much lost, or we, lost the attack or won the defense, our team here on attack, we actually played the objectives, which is why we won. Like, we capped early and we kept capping to where we didn't have a lot of people just like camping and doing nothing, and yeah, it all worked out. Like, pretty high up there. Like, compared to some previous fights, like, we don't have anyone with like over 10k damage. It's all kind of spread out, but we got it done quick, and it worked out pretty well there. Alright, so let's hop into the next one. I'll start out with the AMX. I'm on it. AMX 65T. Let me get another reserve set going here. I know my stream end time is, I'm not going to do that though, is basically at 10:30. But, I might go I'm going to at least go one more fight here, but maybe one other as well. Which, congratulations, Grigsby, for winning the last raffle. The raffles, I kind of hold them until I'm done the battle, to where I'll start another one here since I'm in a new fight here. Feel free to enter. If anyone's new to the stream, you just type !raffle, press space, and then press 1. Which, hey, I'm attacking again. So this is basically, I got 1 defense tonight, and then the rest all attack. But basically you win 2,000 Levi biscuits, which is the stream currency. And with that, you can tip my little dog back there. He's my assistant. Some dog treats, and you can do a couple other cool things with it. Or more than a couple, a lot. There's a lot of commands underneath the stream and the panels. Which I'm looking to add more sooner than later. Okie dokie. I find, at least for B and C, like C, I'll try to push here. Unless I'm in a super heavy, I'll try to contest. But B, I find contesting here works out the best. I haven't really done A since the previous test. But from objective B, I find going here, like I don't have the best gun depression, but this works out well to being able to shoot and do damage. But if you're in a somewhat fast tank, say like a medium with a little bit of armor, or like a heavy, pushing up on the right side of B and getting here works out really well, because they're not able to come around very easily at you. Thanks, Iridium, for making it rain for everybody some biscuits. But I'm hoping with, you know, some internet issues behind me, I'll actually be able to do some stuff that I need to catch up on. Especially I have a glacier map strategy I need to put up on the website, and actually get some new commands and stuff going here for the stream. I'm pretty excited for. Go figure, I've been waiting to kind of get a stream deck, which will make it easier for me to do some different stuff, since I can just tap a button and it does it for me. Go figure, once I buy it, I don't have the time to set it up. Alright, we should be able to pop the P44 somewhat easily. I did my trademark shoot the dirt. Redshire changed since 1.0. Yes. Like the heavy brawl area has a lot more cover from SPGs. It has like a, I know it's not a blimp, but a blimp that crashed to give a little bit of cover. And then the like castle area on the other side, where typically you see mediums, that changed slightly, but the bones of it are the same. I don't know what this guy's doing. Really sorry that you're taking shots here. And that you didn't damage me. But I was actually really afraid that he was going to get shot. But I know in the next maximum 2 weeks, that's when at the restaurant we're looking at, basically my schedule gets locked in more or less, to where like right now, like last week I had almost 2 full days off. Like this week I have 1 day off. Like I had to go into work tomorrow, even though it's technically my day off. It's just, we run really light this time of year with like cooks. Like I'm always there alone on weekdays, but on my days off, if there's one cook there, it's a little bit busier. I pop in at the times when, you know, there might be like a big reservation or something like that. And I know tomorrow we have 30 to 40 people coming in at noon. So I've got to pop in there for a couple hours. But yeah, it's always interesting. Thank you very much for tipping Levi, Brian. Which, hello, Fix It Man, nice to see you. You never have a dull day working as a sous chef. You're kind of expected to pull a little bit more of your weight. He's gonna kill me here, unless I get really lucky. But no. It's like yesterday I ended up cooking probably for like 80, no, it was 70. Like 70 people just by myself, which isn't the most I've ever done. Is about 110 in a shift by myself. But yeah, it was definitely, it keeps things interesting. I'm gonna hop into a little bit of armor here just to get us capping. Compared to the last fight, we had capped basically all 3 spots in the beginning in the first like two minutes. See, yeah, that always, when it's slow at work, that kind of kills me, because like I'm always trying to do something. Granted, I'm pretty good with keeping busy work. There's always something to do in a kitchen, but cleaning's not always the funnest thing to do. I'm getting sucked away from the objective, and I'm getting a little bit annoyed that I keep getting... I'm gonna get popped by a T-28 in the side. I'm getting a little bit annoyed that I keep getting sucked to this side. The strengths of the AMX-65T, there are none. Compared, like, standout stat, honestly, there's nothing compared to like all other tier 8 heavies. Like, I guess it's towards the higher end of damage. It's really tough to say. It doesn't have any clear cut, this is, you know, its strength, which is its problem. Whether you use the fully elite loadout that I use, or if you use the stock turret and smaller gun on it, there's literally nothing that is stand out about it. As far as the menu Anthrax, I don't have a picture here on this computer, it's on my other, but you can honestly just Google. I hope the right one's on there. That's a point of contention currently. Basically not, yeah. I'm not allowed to be able to tweak our website, which even though I can save us about a couple grand a year if I did it, yeah. But sure, people, you know, it's a family business to where I'm the youngest, so sometimes it's a little hard for me to get my opinion across. But you can just Google Alethia's. I just spelled it out in chat there. That's my restaurant, which my team is just getting clobbered. I'm gonna keep trying. Like, the only thing I can do is try to help us cap. Like, I can't really do that in a tank without armor. Like, I could try to like kill and push and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna take it a different route here at B. I'm not gonna get sucked away from the cap, but yeah, it's not looking good here. Even though, like, we're technically not busy right now. Like, Mother's Day, I'm gonna be, like, I stream Sunday night on Mother's Day. I'm gonna be kind of whooped, but it's like, it's not one of the busiest days of the year, but yeah. We do breakfast and then we go straight into brunch. Like, it just expands our breakfast menu into like half our lunch menu. It's an interesting day. but we've done everything like plenty of times to where everything almost always works out. It's just, you know, I always, like, all the guys that work with me kind of like that I'm like crazy when it comes to like the way I set my menus up and the way I prep and schedule people and plan ahead. Like, I set us up so unless like something catastrophically fails, which, you know, I'm not going to jinx myself, it already happened this past weekend, basically everything works out fairly well regardless of how busy we are. Cleaning ceiling tiles, I haven't had to do that. We're in a Victorian building, so the kitchen luckily has been renovated to where it's actually really easy now to clean it. Anybody gonna help me cap? Probably not. Yeah, what reinforcements? Thank you, T44, for the very generous APCR tap there. Honestly, I'm not able to cap in time. There's a minute 56 and there's only a minute something left here. Trying to cap there, but yeah, I'm screwed. I just gave him a side shot and the T34, not T44, the shot. At least they capped something, but this is a little bit tiresome that literally I'm the only one that has touched the cap and we're down to under 3, or we're down to 3 minutes left. Like it's just terrible. I was really lucky I caught the Scorpion G in time, but I don't think I'm going to be lucky for too much longer. Yeah, it's the Christmas camo. Ooh, no. Stay away. Yeah, the busiest day of the year for us is actually Easter. Or not Easter. Thanksgiving is our busiest day. That's the day I dread the most. Getting shot by a Batchat 12T. Or I thought I was. Maybe I ended up blocking him. I'm not sure. Might have been like their arty or something. Alright, what side's having... Oh, we actually all capped. Awesome. Go, let's see how lucky I get there. I'm probably gonna miss him. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know where I shot. It just popped somewhere up on the map and I did it. I didn't hit him. It definitely shot by now. How does it say our kitchen? Like it's actually plaster, but it has like decades of like paint meant to be in a kitchen. So like we literally can take a high pressure hot water hose. We have 2 of them in the kitchen, like to anything. Very dangerous, but it's real easy to clean down everything when you have basically boiling hot water. Alright, so moving along here, I'll try... Do I have any other tank requests? Nope. I can try to win this one, but I'm not seeing any possible way. Hoping with the amount of people I have behind me, I can kind of count on them to push. Who am I kidding now? I need to keep pushing forward. Yeah, honestly, there's not too much you can do at breakfast, but I try to put some, not fancy, but, you know, nice things on there. There's only so much I can do though, because we run, even in our busiest season, we just run two cooks. Most places honestly run like 3 or 4 around here, but you know, it all works out. We have a really large kitchen, which helps. Oh lord, there is a TD behind me. On. Hoping I'd somehow get lucky and I'd one-shot him. That lucky though. Oh crap. Just do that. I'm down to 1 minute though, so like literally I'm screwed. Levi found his biscuit too. Really? Come on, HE shell. Hit it a little bit lower than I wanted it to. I don't trust the defender's accuracy, but I can't blame myself for this one. Like, you can't win by yourself. I've got an HE shell here, whatever. I'm just gonna take the shot and see if I can get one more shot in. Here we go, and unless someone gets on the cap, come on, we're on D, we're still alive. I'm trying to push the best I can. We might be able to get D, but as long as I can get on E and contest it, that's... What? I know you're going to flank them, but like, do you not see we only have a minute left? Granted, we're kind of screwed regardless here, but it's just the bunkers at the end. It minimum 6 minutes, I would say it would take a team to be able to destroy them. Or we are far past that. Sorry, Mr. Centurion. Just gonna try to RD him. It's the last grasp, or gasp of air. Gasp of air. I can't even talk. Gasp of air. Ah, Lord. So overtime. So that's when your team runs out of time on the attacking side, but you get onto an objective, which we blew both of them, to where it gives you enough time to try to be able to cap one out, and then adds time to it. But unfortunately, you know, if you either don't cap it in time or get basically kicked off of it once, you lose. But, that's a new mode to a lot of us. Like, I've got to play it a few times throughout testing, but, you know, they changed a little bit of it for release here. Unfortunately, though, attacking, it's really hard to win attacking right now. Like, you can get nice teams to where you really have to play the objective, especially early on, to have a chance. So I'm going to hop into the OHO and give it a shot here. So let me manage a couple of these. And I'm just going to go here. Which, let's do the raffle. So I'm going to play one more fight here and then call it a stream. Which, congrats once for winning the raffle. But yeah, one more battle for me, and that's going to be it for tonight. Yeah, since I don't have to get up as early tomorrow as I usually have to at 4, but still got to get up pretty early since I got to go into work for a bit. Yeah, well, thanks once. Honestly, it's another tank. I really hate it grinding through that as well, but I'll give it a go. You seem to really like tanks that are borderline iffy. Alright, so defending here. I was kind of hoping, or not hoping, but I kind of figured I'd get defense, or not defense, attack. But I'm going to try to position myself maybe on this side, we'll see.
Defend our zone until the time runs out.
Okay, so I guess spelled it wrong on the website. I'll take a look at it. Thanks for pointing it out. Say one day this week, now that I'm done having to do some internet debugging. Not that it's hard for me to log into my website, but I kind of set a day aside for when I kind of try to catch up on it. So my hopes here are, I've found that most attackers are going to be on this area, to where if they make it to here, it's really hard for your team to push and kill them. To where that one Scorpion G here almost got me, but luckily I kind of caught on to him. I'm just going to try to push here and just annoy them. Oh, I forgot to start the last raffle. Thanks for reminding me. There we go. But this is my plan, at least. Problem is, actually, oh lord, they got some TDs over here. Well, I'm glad I can help out a bit, Brian. I hope you know, any issues you have aren't too serious. And it's never fun having you know, medical problems. But I'm glad I'm a good distraction. Alright, come on dude, move a little bit for me. Please, pretty please. Ah, that was on me. Bit easy. I'd say it's a fun place to work at. Sometimes a little bit too much fun. It is an extremely old building. You encounter some interesting things sometimes. Only so long I'm gonna last here, but at least I'm drawing quite a bit of fire. Alright, he's just gonna HE me. Which, whatever. If you wanna HE me, so be it. Again, defending, it's basically just prevent them from capping and try to waste as much time as you possibly can, to where it's looking like the other flank, which we have 2 Lorraines going over there and a T-44, to where as long as we don't let them cap too early, it looks like they're going to get A and C though, which is the problem. You know, hello Brave, nice to see you. There's a Scorpion G back here. And no shot. Come on, give me a shot.
Zone A has been lost. The enemy got extra time.
Fortunately, I'm thinking about moving from here, but doesn't sound like a bad idea for me, Brave, if you're low on credits. But usually, like, if you're just grinding one line or something, usually the credits are pretty fine pushing, you know, up your first line to tier 8, but it's not a bad idea, you know. You make enough credits in Frontline to make it worthwhile. Screw it, we're gonna get flanked here any second, so that was literally terrible. I forgot how to get out of it. Well, that happened. unfortunately, now that we lost both of these, we have too many people say here. Yeah, it just blocked it. And now we're going to lose B because everyone's pushing to those. And yeah. Alright, so I might as well just hop into a TVP now.
Ready for deployment.
Before, once we lose too much ground, you know, mediums, lights, they get a little bit... I thought I had a TVP. I might not have a crew in it? I might have forgot to put a crew in it. I know, there it is. Alright. It lasts 4 weeks. But as far as spam, like, pretty much you're just, once you hop into Frontline, you're playing it till the match is over. Like, just popping into tanks as fast as possible won't help you any. Now I use the top gun on the TVP here. You sacrifice a bit of gun depression, but you know, this is like the AMX-65T. A lot of people use the stock gun and stock turret, different combinations where, oh lord, that guy is like got, I don't know what the hell happened there. Basically, you know, if you use the non-elite setups, you're still playing a tank that isn't good at anything. So to me, like, what's the point? So at least with the elite gun setup, you have a little bit of alpha going for you. Even I don't know why I just decided to contest and I shot the ground. I'm 150% dead here. Yeah, Lorraine, P44, Pantera. Yeah, I'm just literally screwed. Best thing I can hope for is just wasting a little bit more of their time. But honestly, with my team falling back here, I need to pick something a little bit different. Because later on, defending mediums, you get, unless you're like platooning and stuff, it's just you don't have enough spots to be able to flank and whatnot. I might actually I'm gonna play an SPG. I haven't played an SPG yet tonight, so let's hop into that. We only got one of them, so. Lord, this is gonna be really weird with the mini-map. Yes, basically damage, assists, and stuff like that. You'll earn credits based on that, not just, you know, popping into the battle. I'm just gonna help where the enemy's thickest here. At least I can almost cover F. I'm near the max where this can shoot out almost. Oh, I missed. No, I don't think anyone's gonna counter battery. I'm just trying. Awesome, I got a little bit of stun. I'm just trying to get a little bit different shot because there's a pretty big mountain there. But it looks like most of their shots now, I'm not gonna have to worry about that. There are tanks that are pushing on my cap though, which I gotta worry about a lot. Stop for me? Yes. Oh crap. Yeah. A little bit of spotting action here. Still not able to hit over that. Not good.
Heavy artillery is ready.
Come on, Artie. Yeah, I still can't hit over it. I can hit back here, but... ah, crap. I'm just gonna take this shot before I lose all or any chance of a shot here. It was about 6 seconds until I got 6 seconds until I got the airstrike, which I'll use. Honestly, I have no idea how to turn this, so I'm just gonna go for it. Who needs help the most? Yeah, I don't know. The hell? Go for it. Alright, it's time to run away a little bit. I might as well, I can take a shot here somewhat safely. If I can even get a shot. I guess I'll try to hit this, but they get capped, unfortunately. Crap, I guess reset my aim. Okie dokie, time to run back a little bit further. But honestly, I think I'm the only person playing an SPG. Which, you know, SPGs, love it or hate it, they're still useful. Or no, there's one over there. So it looks like we might have just 2 SPGs. Which you definitely don't want too many on your team, but they can definitely help with trying to finish off a couple weaker tanks. And I probably missed him. I was trying to get him before he repaired there. But I'm in the city here, which is going to be a pretty big problem for me trying to shoot. Yeah, they are pushing hard here. Alright, I'm gonna have to reposition a lot. I guess I'm gonna try to get a little bit higher up back here. Of course, we have an ISU 152 already camping. Oh god. Alright, so I've got a spotting plane. I'm gonna try use that there. Not looking good though. Like, we're still holding D, but it looks like the enemy has most of their... like, we have 0 people here. Like... yeah, it is. Well, unfortunately now I kind of wish I was in a standard tank, but I just don't get it. Where's my team? Like, they're literally not... they're like camping. Like, they're camping, and yeah. This kind of sucks. I guess that's what I get for picking an artillery here. We lost 3, we're gonna lose 4, and we're gonna lose 5 as well. I guess I need to start shooting here because we don't have anybody We don't have anybody out there. Like hell, they can use our frickin' turret against us there as cover. But this is definitely going to be my last fight though, guys, so I'll draw the raffle winners after this battle. You know, hopefully you enjoyed the Frontline stream. I'm glad the stream worked out here too. Try to hit him. Hopefully I can't. We'll see if I can hurt my own turret here. I would say it doesn't look like it. I don't think I damaged. No, we lost though. Well, unfortunately, that was a clunker here. Which, thank you, I think I might have missed it though. Taco for the bits. It's your birthday, Dana? Happy birthday. Today or tomorrow coming up? Just because it's pretty close to midnight here. But unfortunately, you know, yeah, we didn't win this one, which, it's frustrating, but yeah, as far as experience goes, middle of the pack, and damage a little bit lower down there. Thank you very much for the bits though, Dana. I appreciate it. But we just, it's today. Well, happy birthday again, Dana. Levi, if he was awake, I would have him, like, I don't know. I need to get him a birthday dance or something. Alright, okay, I knew I was forgetting to do something. I'm glad, yeah, hopefully you had a fun day. So, my luck, I'm usually working on my birthday, but, you know, hopefully you got a nice day to do some stuff with your family. So, let's roll these. But, the last raffle winner, congratulations, Rabilla, and also Iridium again, for winning the raffle. Now I need to make a birthday command that does something special, come to think of it. Which, there's a birthday present. Thank you very much, though, for everything tonight, guys. I'm glad I could stream, and hopefully all the issues I was having for the past week plus, you know, hopefully they're in the past. God, I hope so. But thank you very much, Anthrax. I hope you have a good day as well tomorrow. But thanks again for watching, guys. I will be back not tomorrow morning like my usual Wednesday morning stream. That stream will be Thursday morning instead, since I gotta work a little bit. Downside of, you know, being in charge. But I'll be back tomorrow night and also Thursday night. So a lot of streams coming up in the next 2 days. So my next stream basically tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the start time, going till, you know, about 10 o'clock, but since I don't have to work Thursday, you know, I might go just a pinch later tomorrow night as well. So it should be a fun one. I'll probably, the next stream, I might do like one Frontline battle, but I'll probably end up doing, you know, quite a bit of standard battles too. Maybe I'll do like, I don't know, like the last, I'll do like 2 Frontline battles but space them out. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching again, and yeah, I'll see some of you guys tomorrow, And happy birthday again, Dana. I'm glad you could stop by the stream here, and hope you had a very nice one. But see you guys again. Have a good one. With all this background chattering in the background here in the garage. See ya.